まただ。 So, Black Clover is a manga that I really enjoy, and I'm sure that you really enjoyed as well, because, I mean, why else would you be watching this? I know you didn't come here for me, or my personality, or my decent, okay-ish editing. No, you clicked on this video to get some Black Clover. Sorry, my bad. Let me do that again. You clicked on this video to get some... Okay, so now that we've established that, I want to talk about why that manga we both enjoy so much maybe... What? Maybe... Maybe what? Maybe... Maybe what? Spit it out for Yami's sake, man! Ending. No! No! That's not okay! You shut your mouth! How dare you! You want it to end, don't you? You're a hater!
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Okay, so if that was how any of you reacted, and you're still watching this video, relax. I don't mean in the next chapter, I don't mean in the next 10 to 20 chapters, I don't even mean in the next year. I'm saying that Black Clover may be ending sooner than we all want it to. I remember Yuki Tabata mentioning in like an interview a long while back that it could go on as long as One Piece if everything worked out that way. I don't think it's working out that way. Now, you may be asking, but Kaiba, why would you even want to think about your favorite manga ending? Well, I don't. You're right. Why would I want to think about an ending? But whether I like the idea or not, the fact is... it's possible. And I have plenty of reasons to think this, which is why I'm doing this video. So, if the idea doesn't trigger you too much and you're willing to just hear me out, then I'm going to be diving into the reasons I believe Black Clover may be ending relatively soon-ish. Sorta. No! Now, a big reason for me to believe this lies in the past 9 to 10 chapters. Specifically, after Yami was taken away by Zenon. The very next chapter, we get to meet Noct, the vice captain of the Black Bulls. Now, this on its own doesn't give off endgame vibes or anything, and honestly, it was the perfect time to introduce him into the story. But with his character comes a lot of plot progression. The same chapter we actually properly meet him, he tells Asta, "I'll teach you how to use the devil's power." Only 3 chapters after Asta makes a very reckless and risky contract with a devil. Then, just a chapter later, he shows up and starts explaining how the whole rest of this arc is gonna go, and don't get me wrong, I understand why he's able to give everyone all this information. It's part of what makes his character so great, but it's also very... convenient. It's convenient that he knows how the Tree of Glyphoth works. I think that's how you say it.
Glyphos.
Anyway, it's convenient that he knows how that works. It's convenient that he knows the strength of all the devils in the Spade Kingdom, and it's convenient that he knows just how much time they'll have. Oh yeah, speaking of the time, they have an uncomfortably short amount of time to go fix this mess. They have only 7 days before Yami and William are dead and sacrificed to the Glyphoth, which means they have 2 or 3 days to somehow become strong enough to beat the Triad members they had so much trouble with just hours ago. Now, I'm not saying this is bad, or that it's going to be bad, because so far, I'm absolutely loving how they're going about doing this, but it's just mind-boggling that just when the pace had kinda slowed down a little compared to part 1 of the series, the pacing just suddenly sped up rapidly. Gotta go fast! Gotta go fast! Now, Asta has a solid explanation as to how he'll become stronger, and that's, how do I say this? Super main character plot convenient devil bullcrap training!
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I'm kidding, okay? Like I said, I love this training he's doing. I think it's really epic. But again, also like I said, it's just very convenient that all of a sudden we get to meet the final unknown member of the squad, and he just happens to know exactly how to make the main character the most powerful person in the entire manga, and in just a few days' time as well. Like, come on! You can't tell me that isn't convenient.
It's facts! It's facts! It's not facts. These facts is not facts.
The fact that all this is happening so quickly just makes me think, because Tabata didn't have to go this route. He didn't have to give them a week. He could have given them a month, or even 2 weeks, but no, if they're not able to get down there and stop the Spade Kingdom from succeeding in its plan, within 1 week, Lucifero will be unleashed and the entire world will end. Since this is Black Clover, we know that somehow they're going to win and save the world. The chances of this not happening are very, 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 very
2 hours later.
Very, 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 very
346 minutes later.
very, very unlikely. Now, the reason why I think this is a sign of Black Clover's end is because the Devils have been the most foreshadowed and hyped up antagonistic race in all of Black Clover. Aside from the Elves, no other race has been introduced as a villain or evil of sorts. So, for them to just go and expect to kill all the Devils in just a few days is, well, it's really fast-paced writing, I can tell you that much. Now, this doesn't mean it'll be in the next 40 or 50 chapters. Like I said, I don't think it'll be ending that soon, as we have to remember the Elf arc took place over the span of 1 night, and that 1 night was 60 plus chapters long. So if they have 3 to 4 days to fight the Spade Kingdom, for all we know, that may be 150 to 200 chapters. Although I doubt it, since I think fans would rather not spend that much time reading one arc, and one of Black Clover's many strengths is its ability to keep moving on to the next thing, while still keeping the main story intact. So my guess is that we'll get about 100 chapters of the battle against the Spade Nation once it begins. Now, that's just one reason I believe the manga will be coming to a close sooner than we all wish it would. Another is because of what happened in the last 3 to 4 chapters. From chapter 266 to now, whatever the current most recent chapter is when this is uploaded, we have been getting a lot of questions answered. In chapter 266, we got to see where Asta would be training, and it was hinted that we'd be seeing the Anti-Magic Devil's true form. The next chapter, 267, showed us what he really looked like, as well as what his abilities are, and ended with a hint at who the entire community thought was Asta's mother. And in the next chapter, 268, we all cried at Leap's backstory, and discovered that she was in fact Asta's mother, as well as Leap's.
No way!
Then after that, in 269, Asta suddenly remembered the fighting styles of freaking Kiyato and Fonzel, and was able to just defeat Lieb. And then, in the chapter after that, Asta wins and befriends Lieb, making an equal contract with him. In the span of 5 chapters, Asta settled things between him and his devil, something that the series has been building up to for 265 freaking chapters. Now, I do feel that this is mostly how it was supposed to happen, but I think Tabata wanted to originally stretch it out a bit, make it harder for him to win, instead of pulling it off in just 4 chapters. Also, the fact that we're even getting something like this only 42 chapters after the time skip started is just, I don't know, it makes me think that Tabata's being rushed by Shonen Jump or Shueisha or something. Like, I wasn't expecting to get this kind of stuff for a long while, but we're just getting it all right now, and don't get me wrong, I'm happy, I'm not complaining, and I will happily keep reading to see where it all goes, but I'm just surprised that we're getting the Anti-Magic Devil's real identity, getting to see Asta's mom through his memories, seeing how Asta was dropped off at the church, the answer to why he hates devils so much, how he got into the 5-leaf grimoire, and seeing him become Asta's friend, all in 5 chapters. Like, those were all things I didn't expect to see so close together, and definitely not so early. Another thing that makes me believe the manga will be ending is that we got to see Yuno's backstory only 7 chapters into the time skip. The biggest reveals Tabata had in store for his character, and we get them only 7 chapters after the new saga started. He also killed half the Golden Dawn before we could really even have a chance to get to know them, which, come on, let's be real. That stopped us from feeling as sad as we would have if we actually knew more about those characters. Like Hamon. He's talked about a lot when fans talk about the Golden Dawn Massacre. We know nothing about him other than he's royalty and he likes to eat. It's like Tabata is using this arc as his chance to reveal everything that needs to be revealed and do everything that needs to be done. He's not really taking his time, and it shows. That's all I wanted to say, and if you like this video, or even if you thought I was way too harsh on the series, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think it'll end soon? If so, how soon? Like I said, I think we got another 100 to 150 chapters max, but maybe I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. I hope I look so stupid for making this video. I hope it lasts another 300 to 400 chapters, and I'll be sticking with it all the way through. This is just the vibe I've been getting from it lately. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more videos videos somewhat sorta kinda like this, give it a big ol' thumbs up, subscribe, and slash that notification bell with your anti-magic sword. With that being said, I'll see you next time! Bye-bye!